welcome back to Edu-Talks. Today we are having a very eminent personality with us, Mr. Fatha sir, who is my mentor also, and who is a coach, author, and so many feathers on his hat. Actually, we will understand from him only about his journey. So welcome sir to Neeta Studio.
Thank you so much, Neeta. Very happy to be here with you today.
Thank you. So today you are our guest. So we and all our viewers want to know more about your journey, what exactly you are currently doing, how you are inspiring people, how you are actually generating many authors and coaches. So just let us know about your journey in short.
Okay, so if I have to put it in short, actually I started my journey in the year 2019. So 2019, I started into the self-development journey. But much before that, I was actually into job, right? So 17 years I was into the corporate job, especially in IT industry, right? And then working in IT, I was happy, right? A lot of money, success, all that was there. But as they say, fulfillment, right? That was missing in life because I did not find any meaning in what I was doing. It was just for the sake of making money, right? And that was missing. But 2019, when I started my coaching journey, right, I think that is what actually started to get meaning in my life. Because every day when I'm able to help the coaches, right, somebody to write their book, somebody to become an author, somebody to go ahead and monetize in their passion, right? So that actually gives me more fulfillment, right? Every day when I go to bed, I'm like, okay, chalo, kuch to acha kaam kiya hai, something I have done good that can add value in people's life. So it has been a journey with a lot of ups and downs, I would say, right? It has not been a straight path because I never knew that after getting in from the corporate, getting into this, following the passion into coaching, it would be so tough, so difficult, right? A lot of things I did not knew. I had to learn and go through a lot of failures, right? But yes, thanks for all those people who believed in me, who supported me, my coaches, my mentors, people who actually learned from me, right? To help me to get here. So today I'm happy, right? Not just because the kind of money I have made, but the kind of person I have started becoming, right? Transforming myself and helping others to transform their lives.
Super wonderful. It was really a mix of like corporate journey, and then you started with your own and your struggles and all these kind of things, because in between you mentioned something like this. So I know that there might be a few of the moments wherein you feel ki, okay, this is the moment wherein actually I got my crux or my whatever calling is there. So which that particular moment you would like to share with us ki, that you feel ki, that shaped my life, your life of course.
Yeah, I think this was the moment, if I have to recall, it was in the year 2017, right? Until 2017, I was happy with my job, a lot of money, traveling to US, right? All that was going on. But suddenly, on one fine day, actually, I lost my dad because of a heart attack. Right? I was sitting next to him, talking to him, and after a few minutes, he's no more. So that shook me, right, in and out. And I realized the true meaning of life, right? One moment, the person whom I loved the most was next to me, and the next moment, he's gone. And I was like, I started feeling hollowness in my life. And I started feeling that, I don't know, what do I do? Like, because he was my coach, my mentor, my guide, my guru, right? He was my biggest inspiration. And after losing him, I think, as it's said, right, your biggest breakdown moment actually helps you to come up with the breakthrough in your life, right? So after losing him, I realized my dad always used to say, okay, son, see how you can help others, right? Because he used to always say this: education is the most powerful weapon which can transform people's lives, right? And he used to always promote education. So I thought, okay, how do I do this? And from that day, I started finding small things that I could find fulfillment in and feel that connection with my dad so that I can give back to the society. So I started going to multiple NGOs. Through them, I went to underprivileged kids, right? The schools in remote areas, right? In Karnataka, I started going to different places: Udupi, Shimaga, I don't know, like a lot of places I went there, Tumkur, right? All these places around Bangalore. I started going, and then I started helping these kids, right? Understanding the value of education and how they can make the right career choices and continue their career or their education. And that is where 2017, that breakdown helped me to actually start finding meaning in life. And I think that became my mission. My dad's mission of educating people became my mission. And then from there was no looking back. Right? 2017 to 2019, working with a lot of NGOs. 2019, starting the self-development journey, getting to reach out to mentors, coaches, and learning from there. And today, sitting here as a coach or mentor, helping other coaches and mentors.
Oh, so it is really a very emotional and heart-touching moment that you have shared, which actually shaped your life, and that would be a great thing like you are doing because your dad's somehow his dream you are actually fulfilling through your work, and of course whatever kind of NGO students you are helping, it's a big contribution toward the society. So I feel whatever you are doing, it's really a great job for the society, not only for your dad or not only for your family, but you are working for many other people who are looking for their better career, their dream jobs and all. So wonderful. Now coming to the next question, there may be along with this particular moment, there may be some kind of challenges uh, which actually you feel that through your like professional journey, in your professional journey, in your business, while you actually started your journey, and then whatever actually you planned, and then if something happens because of which you feel yeah, these challenges I really I need to mention here. So please talk about those challenges, how that challenges also help you out to actually become whatever the next or best version you are today.
Yeah, thanks so much for allowing me to share this because, see, when you see things right without knowing, right, it looks very rosy on that other side, right? So for me, coaching world looked very rosy when I actually entered into the world, and I felt okay, fine, coaching kya hai, like teaching karna hai bas, right? And I entered into this journey with a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and I started doing some videos on social media, YouTube videos, LinkedIn posts, and all of that. And I will start getting to make money, and in that josh and in that energy, I also quit my high paying job in IT industry because I thought I'll become a good successful coach. But then I did not knew that I have to go through so many failures. In 17 years of my life, I wouldn't have gone through so many failures in the corporate world that I went through in this business. Because I was conducting webinars, free webinars, but no one was ready to buy from me. Right? Every Sunday I was doing these free webinars, like either less people attending it, and even if less people attend, nobody ready to buy or pay, right, and join. And that was like continuous failures I was facing. And every time I was failing, I used to cry. I used to literally cry on every Sunday, thinking that I'm not good enough. Right? Why did I make this decision? Right? I can never become a coach. Right? Nobody will buy from me, so I can never actually grow in this particular field. Right? And even one-on-one calls were failing. Right? The webinars were failing. Social media content, there were likes and comments time to time, but then likes and comments will not get you money, right? And of course, when you have quit your job and you want to do this full time, right, it started like hurting me so much that my passion slowly started becoming poison. And literally, I used to cry every single day. And from there, I think started working on some of the key skills, right? Slowly working on them because those failures hit me very hard. And from there, I had to actually, because I did not have any way out, right? I had left the IT job. Now I had started my passion, right? People were looking at me, right? And then I was like, should I go back? If I go back, I'll become a failure. So what is the way out? I just had the way forward, right? No other options. So I was like, started working day in, day out till late nights, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the night. I used to actually learn sales, marketing, coaching, right? Again, early in the morning, waking up by 4:30 a.m. I started working on myself. So it took me about 2 years to get to a place where I was started making some money, and I felt okay, fine, things are working good now.
Okay, good. Again, it's emotional something because it happens many of the time whenever you get into any kind of business, and from outside it things become very shiny, but when actually you get into particular moment, you understand, oh, it's not that much easy, and then you have to work hard. So yes, I think whoever are actually our listeners, they must now getting this particular point. Okay, even though coaching looks nowadays like trending, it's a trending thing, right? People are everyone. Another person is saying I'm a coach and I have inspired so many people, and they are giving their own framework. So it's now trending. So if we are talking about this particular field, like coaching field, Currently whatever trends are going on in market and all, what kind of misconception people are already having? Can you give some light on this particular thing, misconception of people about coaching?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest misconception I had, and I think still a lot of people I see around me as coaches have, is they see coaching as only as coaching, right? But they don't see the other part of it, right? The other part is also the bigger part of it. What is the other part of it? Coaching is not just coaching. Coaching is a business. So it's coaching business, right? Only if you think you can become a great coach. A lot of people I see trying to get certification, right? I want to get fitness certification. I want to get some like becoming a good parent, right? A certificate around that, right? A lot of things people are trying to acquire knowledge and skills and certifications. But what people are not understanding is it's not just about becoming a good coach in terms of learning those skills and becoming an expert. It's about learning the business knowledge as well. Because if you have to make money from coaching, you need to learn the business skills. What are the business skills? Marketing, right? How do you market yourself so that people know you? Because jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai. Right? If you don't market yourself, you will not be able to sell. And once you have marketed yourself well, when people enter into your universe through your webinar or through your content or through one-on-one calls, you should be able to close them. So sales closing. I think one of the biggest missing skill in a lot of coaches is sales closing. See, because typically even when I started my journey, I was in the IT career, right? I thought, okay, I can teach corporate professionals. So I came in here, right? But then I did not knew anything about sales, marketing, right? And anything about business, managing money, right? Finances, managing teams in terms of like, let's say content creation and a lot of other things. So a lot of these people, they don't understand the other part of it. So they just focus on the coaching in terms of acquiring certificates and knowledge. I think that's one of the biggest misconception because people fail. Most of the coaches fail in the industry and go back to their job or like quit coaching is because they don't understand or learn the business aspects. I think that is very important for anyone if they want to enter into the coaching industry.
Actually, it's true for all the businesses. It's not only coaching. In many of the businesses, the same criteria actually follows because even when I come to education field, in our field also people think कि certificate is everything. Teachers training के लिए जो आते हैं ना, they are feeling like if they got the certificate, it's everything. But then actually from the certificate, their journey start. It's not like only getting the job, but actually continuing that job and then whatever employability ladder they have to face during their professional career, that is also important. For that only certificate is not important. Actually they should know different skills, and in every field there are some high paying skills and they should acquire that skill for a period of time. They should actually understand this. It's not about only a piece of paper, but that kind of, and even again knowledge. They I think okay, we got the knowledge so we could do it, but without this important knowledge of sales, closing, marketing, then handling the team and all this kind of thing, actually it's not possible to do any business. So yeah, really it's a wonderful answer, and I feel whatever kind of listeners are listening, it's very helpful for all of them. Now coming back to your author journey, talk something about your book. I think more than 3 books you have already written, and must be something in pipeline. So show us some kind of thing whatever you have actually written for your readers.
Yes, thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Right, so the first book that I wrote is right behind me. Right, it is for corporate professionals called Build Your Career. Then the second book I wrote is Seven Pillars of Legendary Leadership. Right, and then there are a lot of books in the pipeline, and I also help others to become authors. So how did this journey start? This journey started when I started failing a lot in my business. As I told, right, I was failing in my webinars, in my closing calls, right, and I was struggling to establish my authority. Because one of the biggest things people have to buy from you is they need to start trusting you. Only when they trust you, they will buy from you. And how does the trust build? The trust builds when they see you as the credibility and the authority that you have, right? And even if you take an example of Amazon, today we are buying a lot of things from Amazon and Flipkart. How do people make their buying decisions? They go, they check the reviews, right? People have written about them, the product, and then they pick it. Similarly, a lot of people, when they are looking for coaches or mentors, they want to see who is this coach, whether they are the authority, whether there is a credibility, how can they trust them to enter into their universe or start learning from them. So I did not have this in the beginning. So I was struggling badly. I failed badly in my business. right? And then after failing and then losing a lot of money, I realized there is something that is missing. And one of my mentor in one of the sessions, he said, author equals to authority. And I was like, mind blown. I was like, oh my God, this is the missing piece in my puzzle, right? I need to become an author. So without thinking anything, I just enrolled into that writing program, and then I started writing my book. And the one of the biggest challenge with me, and since I've coached more than 150 authors so far, when you start writing your book, the biggest roadblock we all have is the self-doubt that we have. For me, I had the big self-doubt that, hey, who will read my book? Right? My English is not good enough. Right? Why will people read my book? There are already thousands of books in the marketplace. All of those thoughts were going on in my mind. But then, I think one of the concept or the philosophy that has helped me is taking imperfect actions. I said, let me write whatever, even if it was a horrible book, let me write and become an author first. Then I will figure out about the other things, right? Then I will think about the world. And somehow I pushed myself into this journey, and then I finished my book. I published my first book, but that book gave me so much of clarity into like what I wanted to do, how I wanted to build my program. So I think that actually shaped me in terms of becoming a better coach and getting better clarity in the niche. And once I got that, I realized that if I can do the same to others, right? Because there are so many others who have a dream of becoming authors, right? How can I help them? And that's the time I started this journey to help others to become authors without even knowing how do I guide them. Right? I just had become an author. I thought I'll share the same process. That's all. So I started helping them right from the mindset to the strategies in terms of how they can start writing the book. And so thanks to the people who believed in me, and gratitude to universe, God, who helped me to actually help and become a facilitator, a source for so many others to become authors too.
I'm one of them. So even I have written, completed my book because of you. Even I remember in the morning of 5:30 or 6 o'clock, we used to have that schedule wherein we have to write the book. So really appreciate, and it was wonderful insights. Actually, whatever kind of small doubts we were used to have, I remember you always be there, and you supported everyone very nicely, and you are a very humble coach. Down to earth humble coach, really wonderful. Like I appreciate you most of the time, because I have learned many things personally. I feel that whatever you speak from the heart, and it really touches the feelings, emotions of another person. You must be remembering one of our conversation wherein I was told you कि this many words I have already written. Then you give the input कि नहीं नीता और थोड़ा सा होना चाहिए. You added something. Then again, actually I make myself ready, and then again, okay, likhna hai or likhna hai. And that's how I push myself. So really, you are a wonderful coach, and you help people from a deep of your heart, and because of that, actually even everyone listen to you and they take proper action. So really, my gratitude to you as a coach. Thank you. So आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now coming to the next question, because now you are already authority, you are author, you have helped many other authors to become author. So now, what are those top 3 or 4 whatever kind of tips, success tips, non-negotiable success tips you would like to give for everyone?
See, number one I would say is always stay true to your values, right? See, of course, we all want to, as I told, coaching is a business, right? But whatever business you are building as a teacher, as a coach, mentor, whatever, it's stay true to your values. There should be certain code of honor that you follow, right? For me, for example, it's integrity, right? Ensuring I add value. Whether I charge 10,000 or whether I charge 1 lakh, I want to ensure that people get the best value out of it and they get the best results. Say, so staying true to our values is important, because what happens is when you start making a lot of money, right? One of the biggest mistake a lot of people do is they try to actually change the way they are operating, and then they go away from the place of serving to starting to make money, and that's where we forget our values. If you have to be remembered in the world, or if you have to be a good human being, it should be like having true code of honor and values, and always stay true to your values. Number one. Number two is, right, always remind yourself of from where did you start. See, many a times when we reach like 50 lakhs, 1 CR and all, we start feeling, oh, it's going great, amazing, right? And we forget the place from where we started, right? We started from zero, right? As a coach, I started from zero. In my webinars, there were hardly 2-3 people, right? And people did not buy from me. So reminding that will always help me to stay in the space of gratitude, right? Being grateful for all those people who supported me in the journey, be it my coaches, mentors, or people who believed and learned from me, right? Number 2. Number 3 is ensure people who trust you, give them the best value. Ensure that you handhold them and get them the results that they are deserving, right? Because when people come to you with trust, right, if you can't help them, if you don't help them, or if you just try to start working with them but you are not giving the true value, what happens is it's not just they lose the money, right? They lose the trust, right? They lose the belief in what? Not just in themselves, but also in the coaches, in the gurus, in the mentors, right? So I think one of the important thing is whatever you do, that's why I call it as results coaching, right? Ensure that you are putting your 100% to get the results. From the opposite side, maybe people will put all in efforts, or they may not be able to put the efforts. That's from their side. From your side, you always ensure you're putting all the efforts for people who believe and come to you. Because let that trust or belief in whatever we started, like in India, we always have appreciated teachers, gurus, right? For us, we always see them with respect. So let that trust and respect continue. So if you're a coach, mentor, teacher, right, give the best value and never manipulate and cheat people. Give them the best value and put your 100% efforts to take them towards success.
Mind blowing. Really, it's blown my mind also, because my positioning is I'm India's first holistic success coach for educators. So these are the people whom I am actually empowering. So teachers, trainers, coaches, mentors, even those who are YouTubers and the professors, all these kind of people. Actually, I'm working on my movement, on my mission, and that is educational Kranti, wherein I'm actually empowering these educators to become better leader. Because these are the pillars of our nation. And you mentioned rightly, actually Nelson Mandela ने बोला था कि education is the most powerful weapon with which we can change the world. मतलब उसमें ही सबसे बड़ी ताकत है. जब जब दुनिया में ऐसे प्रॉब्लम हुए, जैसे वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 के बाद जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स आए थे, एंड वहाँ से शुरुआत हुई कि भी अभी चेंज करना है, लोगों का माइंडसेट चेंज करना है, लोगों को चेंज करना है, तो एक्चुअली दे स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन द एजुकेशन सिस्टम. एंड व्हेनेवर अभी भी वैसा टाइम है कि नाउ वी नीड टू चेंज दैट. अभी एनईपी पॉलिसी आया है, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो चेंज हुई है, बट स्टिल एजुकेटर्स का माइंडसेट जो है ना, अभी तक वो छड़ी वाला एंड ट्रेडिशनल वाला में ही है. तो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम चेंजिंग, एक्चुअली ट्राइंग टू चेंज देयर माइंडसेट कि भी अरे तुम बिल्डर, ये पिलर्स हो, नेशन के पिलर्स हो, पहले आप एम्पावर हो जाओ. आपका माइंडसेट ग्रोथ माइंडसेट होना चाहिए, ना कि फिक्स माइंडसेट. Because similar kind of energy they are passing on to the next generation, right? सबसे पहले उन्हें वो leadership mindset लाना पड़ेगा, growth mindset लाना पड़ेगा. So this is really wonderful input. Whatever actually you talked about values, principle, from where we start. Actually everyone should understand, and these are the foundation, है ना? ये हर personality के लिए, हर individual के हर एक principles होते हैं. And अगर अपने values और principle बहुत clear है, तो सक्सेस तो क्या, दुनिया की कोई भी चीज जो आप बड़ी शिद्दत से चाहते हो एक्चुअली आपको मिल ही जाएगी. सो यस, टाइम थोड़ा सा टिक टिक हो रहा है. एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आपसे बातें करके, एंड बहुत अच्छी इनपुट, एंड आप बहुत ही अच्छे मैसेजेस दे रहे हो. बट द थिंग इज वी हैव टू रैप अप. सो नाउ कंक्लूडिंग 2 or maybe 1 or 2 क्वेश्चंस वी विल अगेन टेक. सो यस, अभी आपने इम्पोर्टेंट 3 हैबिट्स भी बता दिए एंड मैसेज भी बता दिया. सो नाउ वॉट एवर काइंड ऑफ मैसेज यू वुड लाइक टू एक्चुअली टेल टू आवर ऑडियंस रिगार्डिंग या मे बी कोचिंग और विच एवर. सो आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या एक्चुअली उन्होंने लाइफ में या बिजनेस में करना चाहिए, या जो भी मैसेज आप उनको देना चाहते हैं आपकी तरफ से?
So I think whether you are a coach or a teacher or a trainer, right, whatever you are, the message I have is very simple, and this is something that I have followed. And in today's world, it's a fast-changing world, it's a fast-moving world, and many a times we get trapped up in comparison. हम comparison में, right, लोगों को देखने में we get caught up, and then we have the fear of missing out कि इन्होंने ये कर लिया, मैंने नहीं किया. So I think that is one of the biggest challenge with a lot of us, including like even me, right? I'm a human being, we all get caught up with that, right? So the only thing that we need to remember is the competition is always within. खुद को हर दिन थोड़ा थोड़ा करके improve करो, right? Improve yourself every single day, even if it is 0.00001%, right? Continuously keep working on yourself, right? And that will help you to become the better version. And if you become a better version of yourself, if you are able to empower yourself, through you can empower others, right? Of course, watching you, your family members will get transformed, and the people who get in touch with you will get transformed. But you need to first get transformed. Don't become a person who talks the talk, become a person who walks the talk. अगर आप मॉर्निंग रिचुअल बोल रहे हो तो आप ऐसे होने चाहिए कि आप सुबह सुबह उठते हो, right? You start your day with gratitude or exercise or whatever, right? So start walking the talk and start, like, every day work towards becoming a better person. And if I have to conclude this, I'll just say it with a few lines of my first English poem, which I always recite, right? Be you to yourself, be true to yourself. You are born unique, so always be yourself. Right? Just become the better version.
वंडरफुल।
Thank you.
तो बहुत ही अच्छा रहा अपना ये पूरा ही आज का इंटरव्यू। जाते जाते एक रैपिड फायर राउंड हो जाए, चलेगा?
Yes.
तो मैं मेरा स्पेक्स पहन लेती हूँ, तो रेडी हो जाओ सभी लोग, बाकी लोग भी, लिसनर्स भी। सो यस, रैपिड फायर राउंड शुरू करते हैं। नाइट और मॉर्निंग पर्सन?
Morning person.
A book that changed your life?
A book, Key Person of Influence.
One word to describe yourself?
Uh, One word to describe myself: humble.
Very good. Favorite quote or mantra?
Favorite quote or mantra is, I think this is from Tony Robbins: success is what you get, and fulfillment is what you give.
Super.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So really, it was a wonderful discussion, and I know that you are going to get higher and higher and higher. अभी पता नहीं, अभी तो अपॉइंटमेंट मिल गया, इसके बाद इंटरव्यू के लिए अपॉइंटमेंट भी मिलेगा कि नहीं?
नहीं, जरूर मिलेगा, right?
I could see your progress, and of course we all are with you. We are with your journey, and hope God gives you lots and lots of success, and you empower coaches, trainers, whoever comes in your universe, your world. Actually, you empower them. So our best wishes from Neeta Training and Consulting Services, from IISC, and from our Success Coaching team. We really thank you for giving your valuable time for us. And from on behalf of all the viewers and listeners, really thank you, appreciate your business. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Neeta, and all the best for the journey that you are on. I know, like, you have been on this journey for quite some time, right? And you have been able to take this movement where you are on a mission to go ahead and, like, help the teachers, educators to become better, right? The education kranti, I think that is where we can change the world, right? Pen is mightier than sword, and education is something that can help people to transform their lives. So being an educator, helping other educators to become better version of themselves, I think you're doing a wonderful job there. So all the best, right? And let's continue to work towards making this society, this world a better place, right? And thank you so much to all the viewers for giving your time and watching us right here. And all the best for everyone in the journey that they are on. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.